Every day, billions of people perform a simple act without a second thought, copying and pasting text, images, files. But have you ever stopped to wonder who made this effortless magic possible? It didn't come from Microsoft. It wasn't invented in a garage. It came from one man, a soft-spoken engineer who believed that computers should adapt to people, not the other way around. This is the story of Larry Tesler, the quiet genius who gave us cut, copy, and paste, forever changing how we interact with computers. In the early days of computing, editing text was a nightmare. There were no shortcuts, no easy ways to move or duplicate information. Even with early computers, text editors were clunky. Moving data was awkward, not intuitive. Users had to retype entire paragraphs, manually rewrite code, and switch between modes that made computers confusing and frustrating. The digital world was powerful, but painfully inefficient. Most people didn't see the problem, but Larry Tesler did. Born in 1945 in the Bronx, New York, Larry Tesler was a math prodigy who graduated from Stanford University in 1965. He entered Silicon Valley at a time when computers were inaccessible to most people. But Larry had a vision. Computers should be simple, intuitive, and empowering for everyone, not just experts. In 1973, Tesler joined Xerox PARC, the legendary lab where many of today's computing concepts were born. From the graphical user interface to the computer mouse. There, he worked on the Gypsy word processor alongside Tim Mott. It was here that the idea of cut, copy, and paste was born, a simple yet revolutionary way to move text on a screen with just a few keystrokes. This wasn't just a feature, it was a paradigm shift. Tesler believed in a concept called modeless computing. Most programs had modes: edit mode, command mode, view mode. Tesler thought that was backwards. Why should the user adapt to the computer? Why not make the computer smart enough to adapt to us? So, he created a way to select text, copy it, and paste it without switching modes. It sounds simple now, but at the time, it was revolutionary. Suddenly, users could manipulate text fluidly. It made computers more human, more approachable. Not everyone loved Tesler's ideas. Some engineers said users should just learn the system. Others thought copying and pasting made computing too easy. But Tesler kept pushing. He built it into Gypsy, one of the world's first graphical text editors. It became part of the DNA at Xerox PARC. Interestingly, the word paste wasn't the first choice. Early versions used terms like put or insert. But as desktop publishing emerged, paste captured the essence of physically pasting cutout text onto paper. And when Apple came calling in 1980, he brought the idea with him. Apple popularized this term with the Lisa and Macintosh computers, embedding Tesler's innovation into the DNA of personal computing. Tesler was a pioneer of modeless editing, the idea that users shouldn't have to switch between different modes to write and edit. This philosophy made computers intuitive and reduced errors. Cut, copy, and paste were key tools in this vision, empowering users to interact naturally with their machines. He worked alongside Steve Jobs, developing products that brought computing to the masses. And his ideas became core to the Apple experience. Select, copy, paste. Simple, seamless, intuitive. Copy-paste was no longer an experiment. It was the standard. Later, he worked on the Newton PDA, a precursor to today's smartphones. Tesler spent 17 years at Apple, after which Tesler held leadership roles at Amazon, Yahoo, and 23andMe, always pushing technology to be more accessible. He mentored young designers, advocated for accessibility, and became a quiet icon in human-computer interaction. He lived by one powerful mantra which he famously kept on a post-it at his desk: no modes. A reminder that the best technology shouldn't require you to think like a machine. Today, cut, copy, and paste are so ingrained in our digital lives that we rarely think about their origin. You use it to write documents, code apps, design websites, share memes. It's used by developers, journalists, students, artists. And yet almost no one remembers who gave it to them. Tesler's name is absent from most textbooks. but his fingerprints are all over your screen. Larry Tesler passed away in 2020 at the age of 74. He was remembered as a humble innovator who never sought fame, but changed the world. Xerox said it best: "Your workday is easier thanks to his revolutionary ideas." And that's a truth millions live every day. He once said, "Every user of a computer should be able to do what they want to do, simply and efficiently." That's the quiet revolution he gave us. One copy, one paste, at a time. Larry Tesler didn't just invent a feature. He reshaped how we interact with information itself. That's more than a shortcut. That's genius. If you're inspired by Larry Tesler's story and want to uncover more hidden heroes of technology,
hit subscribe.
So together, we can uncover the minds behind the clicks we take for granted.